Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will present our group project for Building Services Engineering 2. So this is our group member. Firstly is Nur Zulaika binti Fazil. Second is me, Nur Hidayah Muhammad Rizwan. Third is Nurul Syafiqah Ahmad Nurdin. Next is Nurul Ifah Ardini Nur Asmadi. And lastly Nurul Syahirah Muhammad Nizam. So for introduction about acoustic and lighting, acoustic is a room acoustic is a behavior of sound within an enclosed space. Reflective properties of the enclosing surface in a room can strongly affect the sound field in an enclosed space. An important feature of every room are its acoustical properties. These properties not only influence the speech integrity but also can determine how we perceive a musical performance. The reverberation time is probably the best known room acoustical parameter used to quantify the acoustic, but there are many more that are regularly used by acousticians and researchers. So next is lighting. Lighting or illumination can be defined as the use of light to achieve practical or aesthetic effect. Lighting includes the use of both artificial light sources such as lamp and light fixtures, as well as natural illumination by capturing the light. Lighting are important for activity basic needs, physiology based and also safety based needs, especially for people. So next is the benefit of good lighting. With a good lighting, the certification and productivity which can be affected by well-designed illumination. Next is it can reduce cost and enhance performance through application of good lighting. With good lighting also can enhance the mood and desirability of spaces. Lastly is with a good lighting, it can improve energy efficiency and reduce the construction and operating costs. So next is our objective of project. Our project is to estimate the reverberation time and calculate the room mode. Next is to propose suitable acoustic and lighting design. Lastly is to estimate the yearly electrical consumption for lighting design.
Hi, I want to talk about the methodology. Okay, firstly, for acoustic design characteristic is there are 6 characteristics. First, luminance. Second, intimacy. Third, fullness and clarity. 4, warmth and brilliance. 5, texture. And lastly, assemble and plan. Okay, for acoustical design step is firstly, we choose the reverberation time criterion. And then we determine the required total sound absorption and amount of material to be added. And third, we consider the room shape and the location of the sound absorbing materials. And then we assess the acoustical requirement. And 5, we choose a maximum noise level goal. And lastly, we design to meet noise criteria. Okay, for specification of the auditorium that we propose is, it is located on the first floor of the building in Sutra Hall. It is 9,149 square feet, which is the floor area is 33.45 meter long and 25 meter wide. It is illuminated by artificial lighting for 12 hours per day, 6 days in a week, 50 weeks per year. Its overall illumination is 150 for auditorium. Its overall light loss factor for lighting installation is 70%. Its electricity cost is 10 cents for kilowatt per hour. And the auditorium seating capacity is occupancy of 400 people. Okay, the types of lamp that we use for auditorium is, firstly, we use T5HO. It is an Inspire pendant mount fixture, lowered enclosure on top. Its initial lumen is 4900. It is 49 watt and its price is 102.28 cents for each. And the spotlight, we use the triple tube TTC. It is a circular recessed downlight, lensing optional. Its initial lumen is 3200. It is 45 watt and its price is 198.90 cents for each. That's all.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazulaika binti Fazil and I will explain the illustration of the hall based on the plan layout given as reference. The existing hall that shown in this diagram is the design of the hall before it is redesigned as auditorium. Basically, the height of the hall is 10 meter with area 25 meter times 33.45 meter. There are eight doors with one at the back of the hall, two at the front, two at the side, and one at the back in a way to a small room. This diagram shows the interior view in the hall with illustration of the chairs and stage. And lastly, this diagram shows the dimension of the stage and location of lamp in the hall.
This is Nura Ifardini binti Nur Asmadi. I will explain on result and discussion. There are reverberation time, room mode, and total cost per year for lighting system. For the reverberation time, we use Sabin equation, which is T equal to 0.161 volume divided by area, as you can see in equation 1. To calculate the area, we using area equal to summation of Si alpha I. We got volume of 8362.50 meter cube. Total area we got is 115.38 meter square. So after calculate using the equation, we get the reverberation time that is 11.67 seconds. This reverberation time is suitable for concert and auditorium hall because it can make the concert livelier. Next is room mode. There are three types of room mode, which is axial mode, tangential mode, and axial mode. Natural frequency of room mode can be calculated using formula below. For this calculation, we use 340 meter per second for C0 value. Based on all the table, the least mode to get frequency of 250 Hz and above for axial is 0, 0, 15, for tangential is 0, 14, 14, and 14, 14, 13 for oblique mode.
My name is Nurul Shahira binti Muhammad Nizam. I will explain the total cost for lighting design calculation and conclusion. This is all the specification used to calculate the total cost for lighting system as has been described in methodology. The total light hour used in this calculation is 3,600 hours per year. The space floor area is calculated to be 836.25 meter square and the space stage area is 100 meter square. The illumination required is 150 lux and the overall light loss factor is 70%, which is 0.7. For the first lamp, which is 49WT5HOL lamp, the required installed lumen were calculated by multiplying lux required with the space area, then divide it with total light loss factor. We get 179,196 lumens. Then to calculate the number of lamps that are required to be installed is by dividing the installed lumen with the initial lumen for the lamp, which we get 37 unit. Next, to calculate the installed power of the total lamp, the lamp required to be installed, which is 37 unit, we multiply it with 49 watt and multiply again with 1 watt per 1000 watt, then we get 1.81 kilowatt. The electricity cost per year were calculated by multiplying the installed power of total lamp with the total light hour and with the electricity cost. Then we get 651 ringgit and 60 cents per year. This calculation was also applied for the second lamp, which is 45W triple tube TTC lamp. Besides that, we also has calculated the initial lamp cost for both lamp, which is for first lamp is 3,784 ringgit and 30 cents. For the second lamp is 1,392 ringgit and 30 cents. For the overall calculation summary, the total cost for this lighting system per year for both lamp is 5,943 ringgit and 46 cents. Therefore, the cost for installing both lamp is affordable and not too pricey. Next is conclusion. In conclusion, this group project has achieved its objective in proposing an acoustic and lighting design inside a sutra hall. The design was proposed based on the specification standard to auditorium and concert hall design. From the result calculation, the reverberation time of the hall is 11.67 seconds with dimension of 33.45 meter length, 25 meter wide and 10 meter height. This project also is instructed to calculate the mode and frequency for the hall until it reaches 250 Hz. Based on the collected data, the least mode to get until the frequency of 250 Hz for axial, tangential and oblique room mode is 0015, 01414 and 141413 respectively. Next, the area used to calculate for lighting system is consists of two different areas, which is 836.25 meter square for floor area and 100 meter square for stage area. There are two types of lamp that will be proposed for the hall, which is 49WT5HOA lamp and 45W triple tube TTC lamp. So, it is calculated that the lumen required to be installed in the hall for floor area space is 179,196 lumens, while for the stage area space is 21429 lumens. Besides that, the estimated electricity cost per year for both lamp is 651 ringgit 60 cent and 115 ringgit and 20 cent respectively, while the total cost per year for both lamp, which includes its initial cost and replacement cost per year, is 4,435 ringgit 96 cent and 1,507 ringgit and 50 cent respectively. Thus, this can be concluded that all the project objective has been achieved.